Okay guys, this is part 2 of Diablo 2 Resurrected. I don't know if I'm going to split this into 2 parts or just leave it as 1 part. I did say in video 1 that I would have 3 parts, but I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do that just yet. This was all beta testing. I will see how long this takes and what editing and stuff I need to do for this, and I will try and give you like some hints and tips. Still not real happy with the game and some of the rubber banding going on with it. So it looks like I got left off when I was playing last in the mausoleum at the graveyard for the Raven event. And I don't know if I'm going to do a voiceover for this whole thing. Right now I have things sped up ×2, and it got from like an hour and 45 minutes down to like 36 minutes. So I don't know if I will speed this up any faster than 2 times speed. Probably not, just for the simple fact that I think at any speeds faster than what it's at right now, it might cause some issues with like lag or latency. I don't know. I just don't think that it's going to be a good idea. I figured what I would do in this video is more or less a recap on my experience playing through the beta of this on the weekend of, it looks like August 23rd is when I filmed this. I did film it during like my lunch hours and stuff like that, so I was doing my best to try and get this banged out while I was still working, because I wanted to be able to compare it to the original game. Now, as far as this camp goes, I didn't see any major change in anything, to be honest. There were no major changes in the base setup, where the people are, the storage space that you have, where the waypoints are getting in and out of the camp. I didn't see any major changes with that at all. And so I don't know what was supposed to have been updated, because I mean, other than some minor graphics, I didn't see any major changes literally at all.
It is clear that we are facing an evil difficult to comprehend, let alone combat. There is only one Haradrim sage, schooled in the most arcane history and lore, who could advise us. His name is Deckard Cain. You must go to Tristram and find him, my friend. I pray that he still lives.
Sorry, I skipped ahead because I realized that there were some talking parts there. So, I don't know. It was one of those things that I couldn't quite figure out why this is supposed to be a new version when it was not really improved. The rubber banding thing that I talked about earlier, where you would be literally walking along and then it would like jump and jerk you back in position, and that absolutely pisses me off. You could be in the middle of running the hell away from something because your health is low, and next thing you know, it literally jumps you back 20 feet, 50 feet, however many meters or whatever it is in the game. And next thing you know, all the crap that you were running from, yeah, you're kind of standing back in them. And you're like, oh, son of a... So it was one of those things that I didn't quite care for, because of the fact that I was trying to get the hell out of Dodge, and the system like jumped and jerked and then put me back in the middle of all of it. I'm like, crap. So I did not like that at all. That was one of like my huge, like my biggest pet peeve with this game before, was the fact that it did that. And it still does it, and I don't like that at all. And I'm like, man, when the... You know, you would think that they would have fixed this, but no, they didn't. It's still an issue. It was still an issue. It was an issue back when they released this like years and years ago. It's still an issue now. I played the original Diablo 2 game, and I had these issues back then, and I don't understand why they didn't fix that issue, because to me it seemed like a pretty big issue. I don't know. Maybe it's just me beating a dead horse here. I don't know. But to me, I don't understand why they wouldn't have fixed at least that issue. Like, for me, that was a pretty big issue when it came to worrying about whether or not you're gonna renew this crap. You know, maybe I'm just beating a dead horse here. I don't see why they needed to revamp this game when there was not a whole lot changed. And I thought about it overnight since I edited the other one yesterday. I do not want to waste my money buying this game again when there's not a whole lot of improvement on it, and I do not see the point of rebuying this game because honestly, there is no improvement on it at all. I don't see enough of an improvement between the graphics or anything else to, I don't know, quantify me spending X amount of dollars. I don't even know how much this is. Hang on, let me go look. It's $40. They're out of their damn minds. It is $39.99, and I still have the original game. You know what? I'm just going to re-download off my Battle.net account the original game. If I wanted to play that, I will play that. If you guys want a comparison between this game here, the remastered, or at least the first 2 campaigns that I did, because I only did Act 1, like the Raven and the, what was it, the graveyard one, and the other one. I did 2 parts of this, or maybe it was 3. I was working on getting a Deckard cane. Anyways, I can't remember how many of them I did. I only did a couple of them, but if you want, I will download the other game and I will play through and record the other ones and then do a comparison of those and tell you what I noticed that was different. What may or may not have been updated. I want to see if the graphics are different. I mean, honestly, I don't mind doing it. I will be more than happy to re-download the game and replay the original Diablo 2 game and see how much different it is from this one here, because I can tell you right now, just by what I know from this game, or from playing it years and years ago, I don't see any difference. And I played the hell out of this game when I was a kid. Like, I really did. And I'm not seeing any differences on here whatsoever that would validate me spending $40 on a game I already own that this isn't much different from. I mean, call me frugal, but like, I don't see any improvements in this game, and I'm sorry that I keep repeating myself. I'm probably just gonna sit here and bitch for the next hour, but you know it. And I ended up speeding this part up ×4, just in case you were wondering about the speed. Yes, I did increase it to ×4, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. I'm gonna let you just watch the gameplay for right now. If I have anything of note to say, I will come back and say it, and if not, then I will come back and close out the end of the video. And I don't know. Again, leave in the comment section down below, do you want to see me download the original game, replay the original game, go through all of the original stuff, and then see if I would be interested in maybe possibly kind of almost, I don't know, buying the new version. I honestly, as of right now, do not feel that I need to own the new version, and with all the stuff going on with Blizzard right now, I'm kind of not really inclined to give them any more of my money. With all the claims against them and the lawsuits against them and all the women that have been tortured, more or less, working for this company, it has left a very, very bad taste in my mouth. I don't even want to log in to play Heroes of the Storm while I'm on lunch anymore, or StarCraft 2, just for the simple fact of every time I log into my Blizzard account, they're getting views, they're getting use, they're getting something from me validating that their games are still good enough to keep playing. So I need to find a game that I can play in like 45 to 55 minutes and then get back to work for lunch. So if you guys want to leave those suggestions down below, I'd be happy to check those out too. I was trying to play some Frostpunk, but it takes a little bit too long for that to load, and it doesn't like to load at the same time that Citrix is running, so I have to be careful about that. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking for a little bit, and yeah, I will come back and talk to you guys at the end. Just I guess enjoy watching me run through this cave and kill a bunch of shit. Okay, I'll be back.
And so it came to pass that the Countess, who once bathed in the rejuvenating blood of 100 virgins, was buried alive. And her castle, in which so many cruel deeds took place, fell rapidly into ruin. Rising over the buried dungeons in that god-forsaken wilderness, a solitary tower, like some monument to evil, is all that remains. The Countess's fortune was believed to be divided among the clergy, although some say that more remains unfound, still buried alongside the rotting skulls that bear mute witness to the inhumanity of the human creature. And so it came to pass that the Countess, who once bathed in the rejuvenating blood of 100 virgins, was buried alive. And her castle, in which so many cruel deeds took place, fell rapidly into ruin. Rising over the buried dungeons in that god-forsaken wilderness, a solitary tower, like some monument to evil, is all that remains. The Countess's fortune was believed to be divided among the clergy, although some say that more remains unfound, still buried alongside the rotting skulls that bear mute witness to the inhumanity of the human creature.
Okay, so this is the end of it. I ended up speeding up everything times 4, and for some reason I must have forgotten that I finished 4 parts out of the 6 for Act 1. So you get parts 1 and 2 for the first video, and then parts, I guess, 3 and 4 on this one. I did not have time. I ran out of time to finish the beta, and plus I was working some crazy hours, so I was uber tired. I worked over 50 hours one week, and I was trying to film all these game things that were on beta tests, and I just didn't have time. So I'm going to have to dedicate more time to my video games if you guys want more gaming content, because these games take forever to edit. And I'm doing some like super quick edits here where I'm just speeding up the game footage and then talking over some of this stuff. And, you know, I don't know how you guys feel about that. I just know that it's easier for me to just kind of leave everything in and then let you guys watch me play the game. I mean, I'm not the one that goes through and only highlights certain parts of a game, because I want to see what happened before and I want to see what happened after when people play games and do certain things. I know not everybody plays that way, not everybody is the same way at games, and I'm also the person that picks up everything, so my gameplay style might not be the same as everybody else that you like to watch, and if you don't like the way that I game, then that is perfectly okay. But all in all, first impressions of the Diablo 2 remastered or re-envisioned or reworked or redid or re-updated or whatever the fuck it's called, number one, it ain't worth $40. Don't waste your money on it. If you bought the original fucking game, take your CD key, go to your Battle.net account, plug it in there, and then just download the game. Done. That's what I did. All of my games are registered on there. I think I'm missing the original Diablo game and my vanilla copy of, like the first copy of World of Warcraft that I bought. I ended up, that account got hacked by stupid gold farmers or whatever and sold off, and I never could get it back. And I have another WoW account that I paid for, and my ex-husband used to use it, and then the bastard changed the fucking password on it. I have the authenticator to it, so he definitely can't get into it because I have the only access into it. But it is what it is. This is the end of this. I will stop ranting now. I was really expecting more. I was expecting less lag. I was expecting less drag. I was expecting less rubber banding. I was expecting maybe it'll to be a little bit brighter and a little bit less dull. I was expecting more hidden things to be found. I don't know. I had high expectations for this game and everybody was raving about it, and I'm going, it's the same as it was before. So, sorry to poo-poo on your parade, but I don't find it to be as fascinating as everybody else did. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here. Hopefully you guys have a fantabulous day or night wherever you are, and leave your comments and questions and suggestions and everything else in the comment section down below, because that's for you guys. And I will see you guys later. Bye.